Blanking in mid conversation isn't the problem. The problem is that how you react to it. Hi guys, and it is this series where I started recording myself, and today we are discussing about how to deal with when you have nothing to say in the conversation, in the mid conversation. So that is the main point. So whenever you are in this kind of things, you can do one thing. You can take pause. You have to take pause. That is a great technique in conversation. Whenever you take the pause, you hold the conversation. You have full control of the conversation. That is the main power of whenever you don't have to say anything, you just say whatever you want, and then you can pause without any hesitation, because pause makes you feel more confidence. That pause can makes the other person think you have so much authority, you have so much power in that conversation. So whenever you are any kind of conversation, you always take pause. That's make you super duper good communicator. So that is the first thing. And every person in this planet makes mistakes. In also conversation, I also make a mistake, and I always, in every conversation there is something I did wrong, but I do not makes feel I have done wrong. That is so much wrong thing. I haven't done that. Why should I done that? All kind of that things when you come in your mind. So that is the not problem. You should you should get recover from that. Recovery means when uh, you do that mistake, you should you should do it recovery also by that time, because when you do not do, you make it regression. So whenever you do something wrong, try to recover it right now after that, because when it is not done by that time, you will regret it after that. So simple make it simple. You can actually take pause, think about it. The other person can also understand what you have said. That is the main motive. The other person should understand what you have said. That is the main objective of any kind of conversation. You have to be that person. The person can understand you. That is our agenda. So, and you have taken pause. You Every person can make mistakes. If recovery is a skill, whatever I said, recovery means if you have that skill, you should recover. How to recover it? Whenever you done have mistake, you've done that mistake, you should recover. That is the pure skill. And after that, there are so many things you can do. But whenever you are in this kind of uh, conversation where you do not have to say something, so you can ask questions to them. That is the best thing. Or you can just breathe, ask question, just breathe in that, in between the conversation, so you can get those questions or that kind of things you want to say. Sorry. So always think, always Give time to your body to understand, give time to your brain to understand what is happening. So whenever you are in this kind of things, you should take pause, think about it, breathe properly, and always ask questions that make you more and more confident, because confidence is the key. Confidence by does not build by any theory. You should have to practice. You always have to practice, because without practice you do not build confidence. Only theory can makes you feel good, but with practice you have that confidence, you can do it. When you are done mistake, when you done mistake, you have to recover it. With that confidence, if you have that confidence, you can definitely recover that. So that is the main goal of, you should have to do that thing. So whenever you are in this kind of conversation, always take pause, use uh, ask questions, breathe, and it's confidence that can make you more and more good communicator. I always, when I try to communicate with any other stranger, so in that kind of things, I always wanted to know about that person, not just a conversation, not just kind of any shit conversation. I want a genuine, I want to know about that person, what is he doing, what he's really want to do, what kind of things he likes. That's make me feel okay. That's kind of, if you know the person by their likes and dislikes, you can make good connection with them. Whenever you, I know there are so many things I can tell you, but if you know where you have to ask, where you have to take pause, it can makes you better communicator. But without practice, without mistakes, you cannot do that. So just practice. Nobody is going to, nobody is going to judge you. There is nobody, there is nobody has time for you, they do not sit and say, oh, you are making that mistake. They do not have their time, that time. They are already, their life is running, they are their own path, so they do not judge you. So make mistakes, learn from them, and grow. That is the main thing. So that's it for today. Let me, we will meet tomorrow. Bye.